Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Dynamics Business Central. And in this video, we are going to first publish an event, and secondly, subscribe to the event that we have published. So, if you have challenges understanding how to publish and subscribe to events, please stay tuned.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya Jishinde.com.
So I have created a mini module that will enable a user to create cryptocurrencies, just adding them, listing the cryptocurrencies. So there is a crypto name, market value, and the status. Either this should be status, okay, but it's active. Either it's active or not active. It's a boolean that will determine if the activity of the crypto. So a publisher will okay, the position that you want to put a publisher will be here. Okay, we are on before we confirm. Before we confirm, we want to add a publisher, our publisher here. A little recap on events. Events, they enable us to extend the application without changing the original functionality of the application. So I'm assuming that this is my application that is working. It has all this confirm, and then what it does is it just activates this particular cryptocurrency. So I want to add something before the action of activating and after. So this is before, and here, and okay, and this is after. I will add something there on as an event publisher, so that I can allow people to hook up if they want anything here, and here after activating, if they want to add anything. This is a subscriber and another subscriber here. So we'll create a code unit that will enable us do the publishing and subscribing. So where is my code unit? Okay, here it is. Okay, I have the event publisher code unit. Okay, let me just do a new one. I can just use this, no big deal. So there is a snippet for doing event publishers, is when you do t event pub, where is it, event publishers. So there is a business event and an integration event. For me, I'm using an integration event because a business event is when you want to create an event that will last for long. Like you're creating an event that will be like a contract to that. Okay, so okay, t event pub, where is the snippet? T event, yeah, integration event. An integration event to publish. So here it will ask me if I include the sender. So there are two. There is include sender. Include sender is when I want to expose all. Okay, when I want to expose all the functions in this code unit to the publisher plus the subscribers. You get the point? Like when I include the sender, if it's true, all the functions in this code unit, this object that is publishing, will be exposed to the subscribers. Okay, this event is a local event. If it remains local, I cannot be able to use it in my table where I want to use it. So I will remove the local field so that it can be a global field. So the advisable syntax to use while creating an event is on and then the action. Like you say, on event, a descriptive name that will enable the developer who wants to subscribe to the event to be able to easily understand or subscribe to that event. So we'll say on before confirm activate crypto. Make it as descriptive as possible, doesn't matter the length. On before confirm activate crypto, because if I leave it as on before confirm activate, I could be having something in my application that activates, but now it's on before confirm activate crypto. And there is an option now to add as many variables that I want, that will enable me now. These are the variables that will expose the data to the the parameters will expose the data to the subscribers. So here it will be let me say what let me call it crypto, which is a record of type crypto. So I just want to expose the rec variable or the crypto itself, so that now the subscriber can be able to know what to do with it. So the event publishers, they don't have any other thing apart from the name, and the code will contain nothing. You cannot add any implementation detail here. It doesn't return anything. It just provides a hookup to link to as many subscribers as possible. And here we have now our variable that will now expose the event to the subscribers. So now we create our subscribers. Okay, before we create our subscriber in this so we need to, okay, we can do a subscriber. Okay, let me add this to the confirm. Okay, let me create the on after confirm. So I'll just copy. I'm also trying to understand what I want to do. Okay, on after confirm activate crypto. So this one won't make sense. So it will be when you are on after activate crypto. Yeah, on after confirm can still work, but we want the one where someone has really activated. You know, when you confirm, you can have the option of saying either yes or no. So in this case, we want someone for someone who activated. What action should we do? Because we really want to get the maybe we want to maybe connect to a web service after they have activated. Yes. So the last one here will be now a subscriber. T event sub. Okay. Good. The IntelliSense is giving me so many options. So I want to subscribe to this event here. So I'm in the same code unit, so there is no big deal. The object type is code unit. So you can either have code unit, page, query, table, report table, or an XML port. But for me, it's a code unit that I'm using. So you'll determine the object here when you're subscribing. It's like saying, I want to subscribe to object X. It's explicit. You have to explicitly define the object that you want to subscribe to. And here, the code unit name will be, I'll be given the option to put the code unit name. That is event publisher for me. And here it is. We're in on the same code unit. On some event. So what event is it? Like on some event, the event is this, on some event, and then I don't have any element here. For me, I don't have any element. Let me bring it down to enable to see everything. There is no element, a specific element. Skip on license, false. Skip on missing permission, false. I want it to throw an error if we don't have any license, missing license or a missing permission. So if you don't have a permission to subscribe, we are not skipping. This is an important step. We have to subscribe to it. So we are saying false. Okay, the other thing is that this one can remain local because we are on the same we are subscribing from this same code unit, and my functionality can remain here. It will be able to access this code unit. Yes, there is no big deal. I can subscribing is not a big deal. You can have it remain local. So here I want to maybe validate the data. Validate the data when the on after activate on before. Which one did I say? I said on after activate. Okay, it's okay. Let me use the on before. I want to subscribe to this on before. I want to validate the data. So the key thing here is the variables. I need to retain the variables that I have on this same event publisher. The variables that the publisher will expose are the same variables that I will have on the subscriber. There we are. Then later on, I can now be able to add my code here using the variable. So I'll simply say test field, okay, crypto.test field, the crypto name maybe, and then if crypto that amount market value is less than 0, then we throw an error message. So okay, that button on before activate, okay, yeah, let's just use this. We throw an error. The market value should be greater than 0. The hookup will come at this point. Now finally, let us now create an event on after activate, maybe sending an email, but for now let's just leave it as like the way it is. Simplicity is key here. So finally, when you create a publisher, there is one thing that we also need to do here. We need to say, or rather we need to specify that we are publishing the event. It has to be published, okay, like saying okay, what we want to say is like, it's like we want to publish this event at this point in the application. The application won't naturally read the name and understand that this is where the event will be published from. So how we do it is, on this trigger we'll just create a variable to the code unit that we have created, event pub. I'll call it event pub, and then it's a code unit of event publisher. So here, this is where now we publish on before confirm. So we have to call event publisher dot on before confirm activate crypto, and then we give the current record as the parameter or the data that we send to the subscriber. Remember, one publisher can have so many subscribers. You can have as many subscribers as possible to this event, and that's the beauty of using events. You can imagine having maybe 10 functions here that are subscribing to this event. Instead, you have just one publisher and then many different subscribers. So that is how simple it is. Then we'll use the same event publisher on after activate crypto, but now we'll have to say that this one should be here because you have confirmed that you are activating. Okay, the current record. So let me remove this activate or deactivate. So again, on after activate, here we'll just put a condition if rec dot active, then we only raise it when this is an activated record, because this button is either activating or deactivating the crypto. So I think we are good to go. So now let me subscribe. Now let me subscribe to this on after activate and throw a message. For now, for simplicity, let's just throw a message. We do another subscriber here, t event sub for the code unit event publisher. Again, event publisher is the code unit. Event, come on, where is my event publisher code unit? Yeah, there it is. So this one will be now on after activate crypto. There is no element. We don't want to skip anything, so this one will be false. Let me bring it down so that you can see everything. We don't want to skip anything. We throw an error if there is no permission. We throw an error if there is no license. And now here we are going to now say okay, maybe send a message, or maybe a blog article to users that we have an event that is active. So on this we still have to have our variable crypto. It is even noticing that we are subscribing to this crypto. When we start typing, it just populates and expects the crypto, the variable that is here, the IntelliSense. Let me just recap so that you, for those who have not seen. So when I just do this, it is suggesting, or rather, yeah, I've done control space. Control space is if you want to generate IntelliSense for this. Maybe you are subscribing to an event and you're not sure about the parameters, all the parameters that are needed. You just do control space and it will suggest for you. Like here it has done, that is it. The sender, it shows me the sender, and now the subscriber, or the variable that, or the parameters that are available for subscribing. So I'll just send a message, crypto active is now active. But now this crypto, we have to call its name. We'll say crypto dot crypto name is active. Finally, let's test our whatever we have done. We have published and subscribed. It's always good to look at your code. Let's look at our code to see if we have done the right thing. We have two events, integration events. One is for on before activating, on before confirm activate crypto. Maybe we should add activate or deactivate crypto here before confirm, so that we can now test. We'll confirm if this is okay, the market value is greater than 0, and the crypto name has a value when we want to activate. And then lastly, here on the event subscriber, we will subscribe to send a message on after activate the crypto, and I think everything is alright. And we confirm that this is a page that contains a list page and a card page. Okay, I have in AL nowadays you can be able to use one file and you create as many objects as possible. It's not advisable. The advisable way is one object per page, but I think having a list page and a card page on the same file makes a lot of sense for me, because you'll have yeah, it will be easier to manage. You have this is the list page and this is the card page for that particular function. So we have confirmed that in our card page we when we click this action, before activate, that's when we raise or we publish the event, and then we now activate it, and then we confirm if it's an activation, then we now subscribe to this other event here on Upturn, and then the code unit will be there. Its work is just subscribing and publishing. And this pattern is so clean. As you can see, we are just activating here and subscribing. The pattern is clean to use and very, very amazing. So let's test whatever we have done. Let me publish my extension, please work. I don't want issues. Okay, it has published, so I need to refresh. Come on. So my page is here. Let me refresh. My extension has been published. So this is the listing that we have. I have Bitcoin and Dogecoin, Ethereum. Let me create the Ethereum crypto. And now, for me, I want to activate it. So let's go, click on the action and activate. So, are you sure you want to activate the crypto for use? Yes. Crypto is now active. Something is wrong here. Okay, let me see something. Oh, everything is okay. I said the market value should be less than 0. I thought that I've messed up with everything. Yeah, we got the message. Oh, sorry. I thought that I've messed up here. Okay, we got the message here that the event, the crypto is now active. Okay, the market value cannot be 0. I'm not modifying, but let's try when the market value is less than 0. Okay, I've lost track of all cryptos that exist. Okay, cryptos list, so that we can add some more. Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, top 10 cryptocurrencies, so that we can add the next one. So come on. Ethereum. Okay, let me add Solana. A new one in the name of Solana, and then here I'll say -10, just to test my validation if it works, and then I will activate. Okay, the market value should be greater than 0. So I have subscribed to this and got the value, and so that the value is -10 and threw an error. So this is like validating through the event or through subscribing to the event. What else are we supposed to test? If we are now deactivating, remember, okay, this button should be activate / deactivate. If we want now to deactivate, it's now active, as you can see. So we want to deactivate. Are you sure you want to yes. Okay, crypto Ethereum is not active. Crypto Ethereum is not active. Okay, where does the message come from? Crypto Ethereum is not active. Crypto name. Okay, it's supposed to be is now active. Okay, whatever, but we have got what we wanted to do. This is just some small details. What did I get wrong here? If oh, come on, I'll have to republish it again. And I did check my code. How comes I missed on this? Remember, this semicolon has enabled this event to be published, yet it wasn't supposed to be published because we were deactivating. This condition is only allowing an active one to be published, but this semicolon here, okay, that is a semantic error, not a syntax error. Okay, let me now restart the event and we will be done in a few. You also make the mistake. good to understand. That's why it's important to test the code regardless of looking at it. Now Cardano, we will activate Cardano. It has $54,000. Then we activate it. We want to activate it. It's now active. Yeah, that message is custom. It's only supposed to be for active. Now let's now deactivate it. We expect no message. It has just gone inactive, but maybe we can add now something for when the crypto is now inactive. We can add another, maybe publish or subscribe, or we can give it we can leave it to the discretion of the user to allow to put the conditions there and publish and subscribe events. And that is how we can be able to publish and subscribe events in Business Central. It's not a tough concept. It's an easy concept. Take time, go through the documentation. If you have not got everything, try to watch the video again if there's something that you missed, but do it slowly first. You will get it, and once you get it, you don't want to use any other thing, because it's an exciting feature to use, and I really love using it. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. May God bless you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.